Good afternoon, class. In today's session, we will see mapping the GUI objects in WinRunner. So, this is the first ever step we have to perform when we are uh, dealing with the testing process by using the WinRunner. So, GUI objects means, as I said, on an application means if you use any website or any other, whatever the thing you are giving for checking or for performing the testing using the WinRunner, what we have to do here is we need to make the familiar, or we need to make this applications or the objects to be known to this test running tool here, that is a WinRunner. And for this purpose, we use GUI mapping, and we will create the GUI mapping at the initial step, and later we will execute these things by using the mappings what it is providing. So here, to perform a task from that application, we need to know that the things to be included in that representation. Means in this process or in this specification what we are using, we should know what are the elements we are using on that application, and the application means the object what it is, elements means the objects what we are using, and the what is for, and the object what is for, how it is being designed, what are things it has been evolved for this representation. Not only that one, and also the physical description of that representation. Physical description here is nothing but what is the buttons we have been used, what is the size of that one, height, width, and then next what is the label name given to that processing. By clicking that one, what is the action we need to perform. All these things has to be read by the tool using this mapping, and later it will perform this action here. And we need to store each and every actions, that is objects action, and later we will check or the upload or process this one for the performing the actions here. And what could be an object descriptions will be. So here it is being specified that object means whether it is a link or it is a button or some text area or any representation which is used for processing. So here this object has to give its physical properties as well as the logical properties also. So physical properties means the appearance of the object on the application. The logical one here is when we click or when we are using that object, what it is exhibiting should be given in the properties of the logical one. So here, while designing or while preparing any, any number of the objects, if you give the size or the button, the width or the height of that one as a same one, but we can't provide the label and the handling things. All these when it is being enabled, all these things could not be same here. Means each and every object has its unique behavior. So this properties what we are using maybe means the physical properties maybe some of them has a common factor, that is likewise I said how we are going to specify, that is where we are means you are taking a button, the button width and then height will be mentioned there. So likewise if you are using that means that button only for other representation, what happens here is it is exhibiting same behavior. Although it is exhibiting the same behavior in the size appearance, but they should not appear this inequity or the unique behavior while executing or while performing their task here. Okay, so first WinRunner has to run only the properties what we are having, which is a distinguishing from object to object. Okay, and not all this one what we are using. If in such way that the properties what we are presenting to specify that object has been read, then this objects file has to be stored in a .gui format, and then we will learn about that object later. Okay, and coming to the example here is, if we are considering the button which is a OK, it specifies that where it is residing, where it resides, or the way what are the things we need to perform when we are clicking that is clicking on that OK button. So here clicking means in the words itself in the means how we are going to specify it. It is a push button object class, and what is it is having? It is having a label, that is a text label on that one, which is a okay. By clicking that one, the action what we have been performed is been means when we are getting the successful, or when we are getting a score, or when we are processing, that is your application has been failed, you want to quit, or okay, like that we are means the option will specify that closing of the window or process to the next step, or means where you are using the object class will define the usage of that button. Whenever you are seeing that button, what it is, the recognition here is, it is a push button object class. So what it is mentioning here is, when we are using this OK button, it won't exhibit the same behavior whenever you are using at the different times here. Multiple times you are using that button means multiple behaviors will be there. Sometimes it behaves as a okay, this work has been done, just quit from here, like that it is a meaning. After that you want to continue to this one, what happens there? We need to press on the okay. What happens? The session won't be ended there, the session will be conducted, the present one, the present that is a step process will be ended there, and we are going to the next step for the processing. So wherever you are using this button, what it is doing, it is exhibiting its distinguishing behavior from each and every one. Somehow it has the common behavior for some examples, but it has to be distinguished whenever it is been specified for processing. How I am going to know about the GUI objects here? I need to spy on my GUI objects on which I am applying, or on which I am doing this testing tool processing here. So here I am using the application is a flight reservation application, and I want to read the elements or the important aspects of this flight reservation here. So first of all, what I have to do is here is spying means getting know, means you get to know about the objects what are on that list, or the on that window what we are using. So here in this representation, we need to access this flight reservation one, and we need to read all the elements what it is having. So the first one here is login window. So to get into the login window, what happens? We need to run the flight4a.exe file. So this means these are the examples we are getting. Let it's at the sample applications. So which are at the in the programs we are having the Windrunner. In the sample applications we are having the flight4a as an example. Just run the flight4a exe file, then it will open a window, logic, that is a logic window here. It is also having input variables or the input possibles here. So if you want to learn about the input, or the if you want to learn about the GUI objects of this login page also, we need to specify a spine on that GUI objects also. So if you see this agent name and then password here, both are using a text area representations here. But if you see the agent name, there should be some specification, means you need to give a constraint. The constraint here is the agent name should consist of only 4 letters, or the maximum size of that input here is a 4. And coming to the password will be with a mixed one. So we can take the not the symbols here. We are taking, if you remember the previous earlier classes, we have seen a agent name and the next password indication, where we are giving the agent name as a Tina or a J, some other examples, and the Mercury has been given as a password. On this Mercury, what we are using is a common password for all the agents, but here what it is means where it is distinguishing here is, some may use the uppercase letters, some may use the lowercase, and some may use the that is a combination of lowercase and the uppercase letters here. So the common factor here is the password is the same, and the agent name should be the 4 letters only. And coming to the next one, it is having a image description or the image representation here. Whenever we are getting into this text, means in this area, we need to represent the image which is having this flight image. And we are having 3 push buttons here. There is a OK, cancel, and help. Okay means when you are getting into this login page, you need to give the correct details, then it will allow you to okay. Means what it is doing, when you are clicking on this okay button, what happens here, it is specifying that it validates the values which has been given by you in the text area. This is the meaning of this okay button. Okay, and next cancel means no need to process for that one, and you want to help means want an help to know about this login, or if you want to know some other details, just click on the help here. If you go for the physical properties of that one, these three push buttons are having the same width and then height, and they are using the same font also, and what is it is representing means what it is affecting here is each and everyone has their own label, unique label is there, and the size of the window and the login page title bar, all these things has to be read for the processing. Okay, this is the window what we have chosen, and we need to start the WinRunner for the further processing. So this is the second step we need to do before getting into the spine, means before running into the spy button. So here in this one, we need to start the WinRunner, and we need to specify on which one we need to start this WinRunner. Since we just log in into the system, means we just opened the system and it is not been testing here, we just log into that system. This system has to be tested. We need to provide the information to the WinRunner. So the WinRunner will have the info of that application here, and then we need to go for the spine. So how we are applying this one here is we need to means open the GUI spy tool here, and what it is doing is it is specifies all the properties of the GUIs what we are having here. So how can I get into this one is tools will be there to in the tools box we have the GUI spy. Just click on the GUI spy. What happens here is we need to take these things to be done and select this hide WinRunner here. Okay, and coming to this window representation of the GUI spy. So click the button to spy on the properties. To get into that one, just mention what is the window name, what is the object name here, on which I need to means a spy on has to be clicked on that one. If I am to spy on the object, just mention the object and then give the object name. If not, what I have to do, if I need to means spy on the spy means get to know on the objects of the window, just give the window name and the next windows will be specified there. And after that, we have to take the properties to be with the properties of that one. How we are getting into this properties here is hide WinRunner is there, must see here. We need to hide the WinRunner. After giving all this one, just if you want to take this mapping description also, you can copy and then next to stop the processing. Close will means after selecting, we need to close that one. So now see the properties that provide unique description of the OK button. So here we are having some other properties also. You have taking one OK button for that processing. So here in this means processing, we need to click on this spy button where I've been placing, and after that we will minimize these WinRunner and see the login window there. So the pointer what he has to do here is we need to take that which button I need to spy. See here, which button I need to spy. I have to give this one. So here what I have to do is just I need to place this handy, means there is a spy button. I just click on that one. Sorry, ma'am. So I need to click on this button. Okay. When I am clicking on this button, the handy symbol will be highlighted, and I need to place this handy symbol on the window or on the button what I am getting to know here. Just place that one on that one. Okay, we just place it that one on that. Okay, just click on that thing. Whenever I am clicking on that one, what happens here is this button, the pointer what you have been chosen for this button will be let you to know about the elements here. So what will happen here is, see here, when I place it my spy on that one, means spy means fingering, there is a pointer is there na that one. So I place it that one on the OK button. When I place it this one on the OK button, what happens here is it will specify the login, and the next OK button has been clicked. And then what I have to do here is I need to look after that. What are the properties of that one? The label is okay. Yes, it is okay. And the class here is the push button. Whenever I am clicking on that one action will be performed there. So there it starts the spying of that button. So it will come to know about that one after processing here. Means this OK button will belongs to the push button class, and it will perform some action whenever it is been taken. This will be read by the GUI and allows you to process here. And the properties, what you are doing here is we need to read about the properties of that button. Or that means what you are taking, we are taking a dialog box and displays the name of that one, and displays the name of that one image, and also it takes the logical name into an account. So what are the properties here? So the properties of that one here is, likewise I said, the class, width, height, and then label name, logical properties, and then physical properties. All these things would be read, and it record all these things for that further processing. Once it has been read, what it is doing is it will process this one, and then it will be stored in a file here. So this processing will take these a few minutes process, because it has to know about all the other objects also which are present in the login window. So then click the spy button, and the next pointer has to be moved to this cancel, and you need to read about the cancel button, and again place the spy button, and next place that one on the help. Then you will come to know about the things what we are having. So if you are properties which has to be listed, means you want to expand the current spying, and it's you want to expand this one. Next, for that what you have to use, you need to use the F3. There's a functional key F3 along with the left side of the control. Left side, at the left side of your hand, we have the control button that has should be used, and all these things will be added to the all standard tab what you are having. Then you will be easily exited from this GUI spy button. And coming to this representation, just I read about that processing, just I read, and now I need to see whether it is how it is going to process here, whether it is a processing, how it is going to process here is, a GUI consists of the two modes here. One is the test mode, and the next one is the file mode. So these are the two modes which are using for the mapping. So if you go for the first mode, that is a for test mode, what happens here is we need to create a file automatically, because whenever we are creating a new test, it is been creating a mapping file automatically. And also it specifies that if you want to consider that is working with these GUI map file for the test mode, what is doing is we need to go for the WinRunner testing, and also there is no means specification or the no restriction that only known users can use this data, or any newers or the naive or the beginners can be used for the processing. How it is going to this test here is, it corresponds to your test, means the GUI file here you're using is, it corresponds to the test, and automatically saves whatever the data you are giving to that one, and it will be stored in that in our test, because if you are performing such data on at this present, this data has to be shared or the saved, and if you are going for the another test, then it then that data also be shared now or the same. So what happens here is it allows you to access for the representation. And coming to the next one, there is a GUI file mode here. So in this file mode, we can use only the single mapping for the group of test, not for the all. So here, if we are using the file mode here, what it has to do is nothing but we need to save the information about these WinRunner, which has been learned the properties of the GUI maps what we are having. And what you have to do is nothing but we need to run the test to run the means to get this GUI mapping. Means in the previous one there is no need to take these uploading of the file has to be done, but here we need to run the test, means we need to upload a file for the further processing. We may use any other representations here. If you are using that is a GUI file mode here, because it is a default representations what we are providing here, what you have to do here is we need to take for the this mode has to be changed in this tools box. So in the tools option, we are having the general options. In the general category, you need to check whether it is a GUI map file is there. So if it is there, you need to test by using this per test or the per file mode representations. And coming to the next one, how we are going to prefer means file mode, how we are going to specify here is, as I said, we need to go for the tools, general options, and select the general category there. And how you are going to perform that one, that is, if it is a default one is a file mode, then you have to go for the file test per representation. So here, I just spied on that one. And what I have to do here is nothing but I need to know about the system, whether it is working in the means testing or not. So for that, I have to take these rapid test script wizard here. So here, it chooses the file mode, which is one of the file mode here representations, that is a GUI mapping mode. If it is not available with this one, you will choose the test mode, likewise in the previous example. If you want to choose any other, just close any mode here and restart the WinRunner application what we are having. How it is going to process here is, it opens the window on the application and learns all the descriptions of every GUI object it is having. And this information, what it is being processed, will be stored into the file here. And that file is being having the extension that is a .gui. And we use this GUI file for further processing. To make it is possible, we are using the same example for the testing using this rapid test script wizard. So here, if you want to, another one here is, if you want to use this script wizard and it is not available with the with our terminal emulator, what you have to do is nothing but or any other add-ins what we are having. Means since you have again seen the WinRunner processing there, whenever we are starting a WinRunner, what we are doing, we need to select the add-on add-ins to that one. If you are selecting the add-ins like Java and then next web-based one or the terminal emulator like that, the web that is a rapid test script won't work on that one. Just close all these WinRunner tools what has been opened and restart the WinRunner and select the application, then apply the this text script wizard applications on that one. So here after reopening, it will load all these and we don't load any add-ins there. Don't need to add the add-ins while working with this test wizard, that is a script wizard here. And then we need to apply it on the application. So the application here is the flight reservation application. What you have to do here is we need to log in into the system. So if you are already logged in into the system, means if you are already opened your login window, it's okay. Just type your name and then password there. If not, what happens here, we need to go for the same procedure as the previous one, programs WinRunner. In the sample applications, we have the flight 4a. Just run the flight 4a.exe file. What happens here is it opens the login window. Okay. After that, what you have to do, we need to type the agent name, which is at least 4 characters. Here I am restricting that 4 characters is not the maximum. It should consist of the 4 characters minimum, and the maximum should be n here, and give the password and just click on the OK button. If it is true or if it is being considered as a correct one, the password is a Mercury here, is a correct one. What happens here? It opens the application. Just put it aside and go for the WinRunner starting. So as I know that start WinRunner by using the programs and the next WinRunner, and you take the new test button and perform the new, means new has to be given there. And after that, we need to start the rapid script wizard here. To start this rapid script wizard, we need to click on this insert. Insert button will be there. On that insert button, we need to click on this rapid script test wizard there and click on the next button here. After clicking on that next button, we will have this type of the representation here. And as you see, this is the main one. Just click on this hand icon and just we need to take these or press or handle or anything. We need to place this on which one, any other label what you want to read here. Okay, so how I am going to point to the applications here is just click on this thing and by clicking on this one, it will be enabled, and we need to place all these things onto that one. So here when I've been able to place it, that handy button or the hand icon on my application, the window name has been initialized here. I've been highlighted, which is a flight reservation, and I need to click on the next button. So after clicking on the next button, we need to see that all the text boxes, means all the check boxes what we are using for this has been cleared or not, means what type of the testing you want to perform, all the results what we have been specifying has been included or not, we need to see here. And accept the default navigation controls. So these are the default navigation controls we are having. So this default navigation controls what using here is, it are being used for opening the windows and use for the other representation, means to define additional controls here. Means this is being considered as a default controls are there. Whether it is been having or the any navigation controls or like that or not, we need to see. As it is having means what it has to do, it needs to be processed at it, or it needs to be read by the Windrunner tool. And set the learning flow to express. Next one, learning flow here is we need to learn about that application. However, I will learn about that application means I need to walk through that application. What are the elements we are having in that one? I should know. And there are the two modes of this processing here. One is the express and the other one is the comprehensive. So express means we need to describe what you have to learn. What you have to learn means we need to select an object and we need to proceed with that one. Whereas this one, the first express means express mode here is it will give the clear one information, clear information up to date for the processing. Means there could be no any further information on that one. It in detail format, it take a tour of that processing. Comprehensive means you can learn about the GUI objects what you are searching for. Whereas this express mode here, what it is doing is it will take a tour for the processing. Means whenever you are entering into the new environment, what it is doing, it is been taking a tour, means what are the important aspects of that one or the updations what is being made. And if you want to try to check it out or not, it will take a tour for that processing. So we need to learn that one. How I am going to learn that one here means, so this one, see Hima, this is the file what we are having for this means any other representation. For example, see this one, flight reservation is there. The flight reservation you are having some means here I have some information here. So in this information, if I want to know about any other, just click on that thing, and you will be able to learn about that processing. How I am going to click on that one here is, just I want to know about the cancel here. The cancel button is there. So what I have to do, I need to place this hand icon on that cancel button. What happens here is it will let you know about that button. What happens when you click on that one? What are the things it is been evolved? What are the physical properties, logical properties, and if you see, there is a description here. So if you go for the show physical description around that one, it is allowing to know about the class what is being processed, means the code what is being written for another one. Okay, and if you have been allowed to modify also or add or any delete, what happens here is it is allowing to be accessible for that one also. So here in this example also, if I am clicking on any other button, what it is doing is the physical description will be specified here and I get to learn about that one. Okay, so here learning means just place this hand icon on any button or any other thing what it is having as a in this tree like representation. So here what he has doing this in this list, if I want to know from the fly from what head is one, I need to select the source there, means I need to go for this first where from where I want to fly here to where I need to go will be get the flight to. So likewise what we are doing, we need to allow the system to know about the processing. As I said, I came to know about the systems, or they came to know about the things what I am using here. So what I have to do, I need to store the details of that one. To store the details of that one, just we can just save that these files what we are having. So to save that file, what is the file in the default representation will be .gui only. So it will be saved, and you will be while running that one, you will be able to know about the labels or the labels or any others what we are using here. Means in this perspective under in this processing, how I am going to process here is, we need to accept all these elements in that one. Means I need to know about the that is a system what I am using. So I need to know about the system, means I need to make this awareness of this application to the testing tool what I am processing. So for that, what I have to do, I need to make these buttons or any other application, any other thing to be known to this application. So here I need to process this one. After processing this application, I need to get into the Spyon. After that, what I have to do, I need to run this test script wizard. After that, what I have to do, I need to specify that each and everything what you have been considered as a key element or the key component has to be known to the user. So here we are specifying that is a learn button should be there. So each and everything, it is an important one or the unimportant one, just place the hand icon on that one, it will come to know about that processing. So if you are getting the information that one for implementation, you may have this GUI mapping. This is a GUI mapping. This GUI mapping, what you are being, it contains all the commands and all the information which is being used for the scripting or the which is being used for learning this button or for the processing. And also what it is doing is, it is allowing to store this data into that one, and this will be stored this in the .gui format for the processing. Whenever you have got the information from that application, what it has to do is this, just click on that OK button, and this application what you've been learned from that one application, just display button that is mapping has been finished and it been used for the means further processing also. Means you can upload the files and you can process this one for the further implementation also. And coming to this GUI, so what it is doing, if you see here, many GUIs are there. This one, this is will be used for the further purpose also, because when you are not having the info of that one, what it is doing is, it is giving to let upload the files of the GUI and process you in your way. That's about the mapping the GUI objects of the application using the WinRunner with the support of Rapid Test Script Wizard. Okay, thank you.